Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a collab with Arien Glitz. He has been a subscriber and a friend of mine for a long time, and I recently discovered he has his own channel. I felt like a horrible person because he's never one that's really come and pushed it to me, so I felt really bad when I realized not that long ago that he actually had a channel. And he did a collab video not that long ago with another channel, and I was really excited to do a collab with him also. So I reached out and I asked him if he wanted to do one with me. He said yes. So we decided we were going to do looks based on our zodiac signs. I'm a Scorpio. I'm wearing my Scorpio shirt today, and this is the look that I came up with. I changed the lip out. I have a different lip in the video, but I put on a more neutral one to do some other stuff. But anyways, so yeah, I'm a Scorpio. The Scorpio color spectrum is very red, plum, gray, navy, black, very dark, almost the melt. Is it Morte palette? Like the one with the split skulls, it's the darker one. That's very much the Scorpio color spectrum. So I went with the plums. I've never been a fan of the way the red smoky eyes that I've tried have turned out, and I've just done gray smoky eye video recently, so I thought I would do a more plummy one. I'm gonna be using, I just put it away, the Venus XL. I feel like I've used the blood sugar palette a lot in videos recently, so I decided to use the plums in here. There's a lot, so, and this is also a good dupe for the blood sugar if you want a similar color vibe. The shimmers are a little bit lacking, so I used another palette for the shimmer, but the rest of the colors are from the Venus XL. Definitely check out Arien's channel. I will leave his channel name and the link to his video down below, so definitely go check out the look that he did with his. I want to say he's a Capricorn, but I could be mistaken. He has told me before what his sign was, and my memory's been a little bit scrambled, so don't hold me to that, but he is a different sign than me, so definitely make sure you check out his video, because obviously the color spectrum for his sign is different than mine. So yeah, and I'm sure his look is going to be much more creative. I just did a very wearable Scorpio inspired look. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So I went ahead and primed my lid. I have a little bit of concealer down, and then I went ahead and put a little bit of the MAC paint pot. I use soft ochre, so there's a little bit of that down. I didn't end up needing the glitter glue, so I'm gonna put that back. I got a big pile of stuff here, so we're gonna attempt to do this. I'm gonna try and do my best to remember, but the Scorpio palette color chart is very reds, plums, grays, some deep navies, so that kind of color spectrum. So we're gonna be using, and I will do my very best, I'm gonna use the shimmer out of the Dream Street palette. We're gonna use, I don't know what shade this is, Kaleidoscope, so it's gonna be that one. If I forget to tell you what it is, try and move the mirror over a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to be using the Venus XL. I haven't filmed the intro yet, so I'm sure I will go over this in the intro, but in case I don't. Okay, so we're going to start off with the shade Botticelli, which is the deepest one right here. And I'm just using the Sigma E25. This is my favorite brush ever. I have two of them. If I could recommend one Sigma brush, it would be this one. I would like to get another one. If I could have three of them. They did approve me for a pro account, so I get 40% off, so I may go in and buy another one of these and a couple more eye brushes, because I do really like their brushes. They're just expensive, so I don't have many. I have a couple of face ones, but now that I have a little bit of a discount, I might go in and get some more. So I'm just putting this in the outer corner, and I'm gonna take it in a little bit. We're gonna cut out the crease, so it doesn't matter if it gets I was debating about using the Blood Sugar palette for this because there are some really nice plummy shades in that palette, but I've been using that palette a lot. I've done a couple of movie review videos with it, and I'm sure, like, and then people are still kind of not happy with him, so a combination of that and me having used it a lot. And I've only used this palette once, actually, since I got it. I got this off of Poshmark. I am glad that I did not pay full price because I don't care for the shimmers that are in this palette. I mean, they're fine. I would consider them more of almost a satin than a shimmer. I think the word shimmer in this palette is a loose term, just because I really like metallic-y shimmer, like what's going on this side. But I have a ton of glitter because I almost thought about getting rid of the palette, but I like the mattes in here, so. And like I said, I have glitter and I have shimmers in other palettes, so decided to keep her. And then we're gonna go in with Aphrodite, which is this next, sticking it into one of the colors in here. Another vampy shade. I had contemplated putting in a little more pink, but pink is not necessarily in the Scorpio color chart. I Googled it and the consensus was, I don't know if anybody's seen the Melt, I think it's the Muerte palette, the one with the blues and the grays, you know, the split skulls. They had the colorful one and then the darker one with the blues and the grays, and that's pretty much the Scorpio color chart. So from what I Googled a bunch of different images, and that was pretty much like the color spectrum for Scorpio. If you have the Kathleen Lights Zodiac palette, I'll show it really quick. It's a perfect like Scorpio shade. The Scorpio shade in here is like a purpley. Yeah, when I saw that color in there, I was like, why did she pick that? But that is in, like I said, when you actually Google like the color chart for your sign, that is actually a Scorpio color. So it made more sense why she went with that color once I started really looking at what the color chart was. Adrien's really into zodiac signs, and I am too, so I thought this was a really good collab. We're gonna go next into Triumph. His look will probably be a lot more creative than mine. Mine's just a wearable like Scorpio inspired color story. And then I'm gonna do, I've got contour and bronzer on, but I will do blush and highlight on camera because I'm gonna try and tie it in with the color situation we have going on here. I did pick out a highlighter, but after looking at my eyes, I may go in with a different one. I'm not sure yet. So we went in with a little bit of Triumph, and then I'm gonna go in with Scallop. So I don't know if I held it up, I don't remember because I was talking. So I went in, we did Botticelli, Aphrodite, and Triumph, and then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Scallop, which is just a light pink. And I've taken this pretty high up into my eyebrow, which is okay, and kind of blowing this out here pretty far. And these colors do all blend in really well together, like it's pretty seamless. And we'll go back in and deepen up things here in a second. But for under the brow, I went into that same lid shade right here. Which brush did I use? I tried to leave everything out on the desk with a tiny dab of Sweet Dreams, which is the color that's right on top of it. So that's what's under there. And then we'll go in, not with that, a little bit of Scallop again, that light shade, just so that there's not like a stripe of kind of blends. I like the brow bone to kind of blend in with the shadow. Okay, so we're gonna go back into Botticelli, which was that first shade. And I'm kind of tapping necessarily like straight blending, but kind of tapping because I want to deepen up. Botticelli is the deepest shade in this palette, so I want to deepen up the outer corner just a hair. These blend out pretty well because I'm looking at my other eye and it does blend out. I might have to tap a little more. This always happens I swear, every time I film. And some of it I think is a little bit of an optical illusion just because of the lights that I had blaring down on me and the angle that I'm sitting, but this eye always ends up looking darker. Okay, so there is that. And then we're gonna go in and cut the crease. Where's my brush? So I'm just gonna use the e.l.f. the regular camo concealer. I don't like this for under my eyes because it's too dry. I do like the hydrating one for under my eyes. I have that one. And we're gonna come in. And I actually did like a full cut crease. I actually went above where my crease, which I don't do often. Usually I do like a lazy cut crease. Just because my eyes are so small, for me to do like a full-on cut crease, I feel like looks silly on me because then it's like halfway up into my eyebrow because I don't have a ton of lid space. So usually I stop right where the fold in my eyelid meets the crease, and it creates the illusion of an actual cut crease. I mean, technically it is, but my eyes are hooded, so for me it's a little bit easier than going, like I said, above the crease, like what I'm actually doing, because I've tried doing like really big cut creases, and like I said, I end up in here and it's so close to my eyebrow it ends up looking a little ridiculous on me. And then I'm just tapping the edge out just because that helps. I find that helps with the blend to not have a stark concealer line, and they're not going to match perfectly. Like for one, your eyes are not completely symmetrical. I think that's close. Okay. A little more concealer right up in here. And I keep opening my eye just to make sure I did take it up high enough, because again, there is a fold there. And my eyes are hooded. I think it's hard to tell that they're hooded because they are small, because I've had a couple of subscribers like to have like super hooded eyes, like, oh, you're so lucky your eyes aren't hooded. Well, they actually are. It's just, I think it's probably not as noticeable because I have little like baby eyes. Okay, so opening it and closing it, it's not transferring any higher. That's why I keep doing that, just to make sure I took it up far enough. Okay, and then we're gonna go in to the Dream Street palette, and we're going to use, what did I say it was, Kaleidoscope. I think I tried to mix a little bit of the one above it, but I don't think I did that over the whole lid because it was starting to be annoying. Okay, and I'm just using a flat brush. The concealer is still tacky, so that's why I didn't need to, I ended up not using the glitter glue because the concealer is still wet, so it didn't matter. Usually I'll go in with the NYX glitter primer, but yeah, if the concealer is wet, it's not necessary. So I just tap that all the way over, and then it's going to go in the inner corner too. And drag it down underneath. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe. There is some fallout. It happens with most shimmers. Let's take a big fluffy brush and a light hand and sweep it away. If you're somebody that has trouble with it sticking, you can put some translucent powder underneath your eyes. I don't find that it's necessary. Very, very rarely do I have an issue with shadow, even dark colors, like clinging to the makeup. Because yeah, if you go in with a light hand and a fluffy brush, generally you can sweep it away. So then I'm going to go in with Inspire, which is a shimmery, plummy, magenta-y shade with my finger. And we're going to tap it on the edge. And I'll go in with a brush and blend that out. But going in with my finger, a lot of times it'll kind of blend itself. So I did that just on the edge. And then I went in with a little bit of Ethereal, which is this lighter pinky champagne-y color, just to kind of help blend. And then we'll take a little bit of Botticelli out in here. Okay, so that that is it for that. I'm gonna get a drink. I haven't had much to drink this morning. The pumpkin spice lattes are back. I thought they weren't going to be out until Friday, which is the 28th, but they were actually out yesterday. The internet lied. Shocking as that is. So we're going to go back in to Botticelli, and this is just kind of a denser, fluffy, like shading brush. It's just listed as a shadow brush, but it's a little more compact. So Botticelli is going to go in the outer, I would say half. And it's going to kind of drag into what we got going on over here. And then I have my color switch, so I've been cleaning my brush off in between with that. And then we're going to go in with Triumph, I think is what I used, in the inner half. Clean it off. And then I'll blend Kaleidoscope. And then I wiped my brush off. I'm dragging this over. And then we're going to go into Inspire, which again is that almost magenta-y shimmer. And that's going to go kind of underneath, a little bit on, a little bit underneath what we just did to kind of help. And then I'm taking it all the way into the outer corner. Very, very easy. And that's it. Okay. Well, on that same flat brush, we're going to go back into Kaleidoscope. And I'm just making sure that that comes over a little bit so that there's not like a surly line where that color stops. Okay. And then I use, this is LA Girls. This is actually a lip liner, a neon lip liner in Pop. So it's just a pink. I do have a purple, but I thought the pink gave a little bit of a contrast. A little more of a contrast next to the like plummy colors we're using. So I kind of liked, and it gives a little pop of a pink in there. So I just use that. And again, if you've been subscribed, my nose is running. Oh, hasn't been as bad as it normally is. Had to start taking magnesium, and that seems to be helping my eyes run and my nose from running as much. I'm not sure why, but since I've been taking that, I've been noticed things are not running as much. Not that anybody cares about that, but just a little snippet of information. Okay, so I'm gonna put liner on and my lash, and then we'll come back and we'll finish up. I got those stuck on, and then I forgot that I got liner and glue all over me. This is the Berry M Glitter Bomb Glitter Eyeshadow in Oh Snap. And I literally just took the wand. The shade of this is almost like identical, and it just adds a little bit more sparkle. Really, really like this. I want to order some more Berry M stuff, but it's a UK brand and the shipping is kind of expensive. I ordered some Berry M stuff like a while ago, and I got a few things before that, and I think I went through a different company because I mentioned this in a video before. Like, I don't remember the shipping being as high as it was when I got this last like group of stuff. So going through the Barium website, it's like $20 or $24, some ridiculous amount to ship to the US. So just FYI. Okay, for highlight, I was thinking about using Mars Melter just because this is red packaging. It's a pink highlighter. It's not actually a red. It's got a pinky shift to it. So I think we'll still use that. I like to go in with highlighter before blush just because I think it helps blend. So that's partially why I didn't do like the blush yet, because I wanted to do the highlighter on camera. This is from Kaleidos. I have all of their highlighters. I did do a review on their newest collection, and I think I swatched all the highlighters that I have. And then I think I've done like a highlighter review on the ones that I had prior. If you're interested, but I do own all of the highlighters that they make. I stuck this one like too low in the corner. I can like feel it. It's not like in my eyeball, but it's like a little low in the corner. It's fine. We'll endure. And we'll just do the pink all over. The packaging is red, but I don't necessarily have a red highlighter, but this I thought would kind of tie in. Okay, for blush, I was thinking about using, this is from Zoeva. I got this in a Boxy Charm pop-up. This is the Opulence palette. I was thinking about using this blush, but I don't know how I feel about it. It looks really deep in the pan. Maybe we'll just try it. I haven't used this palette yet, so we'll see. It may not go with the look. Kind of scared. I was debating between this blush and another one because I didn't know if I wanted to do a neutral, and I don't even know how pigmented this is, so let's pray. Let's pray. I think that works. Okay. Because originally I was thinking of using a little more pink in with the plum, and then when I was doing this, I changed my mind and just did straight plum to try and keep with the color scheme of the Scorpio a little bit better, because pink is not in the color. It's probably a little bit strong with the eye look, but I was curious. I can maybe, I don't know if this will tone it down or not. This side. Probably not helping. Okay. So we got a lot of blush. That's all right. It's fine. I'll go in with a little bit of my powder brush here. Kind of soften that edge a little bit at least, so that it's not like just strip of, that's better. Strip of whatever. Underneath the gold is what this shade is. And I'm going to take Do Not Touch, and I'm going to put a little bit more of that on my Cupid's bow. That's pretty. We'll tap a little bit more of that on top of some, and we'll go around with the pink a little bit. Do a little bit stronger of a highlight. Okay, let me figure out a lip color, and then I'll show you the finished look. So here we are. I ended up going, and it hasn't dried down yet. Maybe these don't. These are cream lipsticks. I didn't realize these weren't the matte ones. I haven't used these before. These are Huda Beauty's cream lipsticks. I have Passionista, which is the magenta, and then I put a little bit of Day Slayer, just in the center. So these may not dry down. I've used their matte ones before. I think I got these in my Ipsy Plus this month, I think. Maybe not. I don't know where this one came from. I have some matte ones that I've used. These are cream, so this may not actually dry down, but this is the finished look. It ties in with the liner in my waterline a little bit. I was debating about just doing a straight nude, but I don't know. I kind of like this color. With the eyes, you'll have to let me know what you think. But yeah, this is the finished look. This is what I came up with as far as Scorpio inspired makeup. So you'll have to let me know what you think of the finished look. This was fun. I really enjoyed coming up with a look. It was challenging with the color spectrum because I've done smoky looks recently, because like I said, grays are definitely in the Scorpio spectrum, but I didn't want to do another like gray smoky eye. So I was trying to do something a little bit different. And I didn't necessarily want to do reds, because I've tried to do like red smoky eyes and I've never completely been 100% happy. So that's why I went with the plum colors. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Definitely make sure you check out Adrien's channel. I will leave it linked down below. Make sure you watch his video and see what look he did with his sign. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, and hopefully I will see you in another video very soon. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing another collab with Arien Glitz. I will leave his channel linked down below. I'm super excited. We decided to do looks inspired by our zodiac signs. He's very into zodiac astrology stuff, so am I. So I'm a Scorpio, so I had to do a look based on the Scorpio color spectrum. I Googled it. The Scorpio color spectrum is very like reds, plums, grays, navies, and blacks. That's very much the color spectrum for Scorpios. Wearing my Scorpio shirt, but yeah, I'm super excited. He's been a subscriber of mine for a very long time. Like when I first started my channel, I didn't have hardly any subscribers. He's been very supportive. I realized like recently that he had a channel. He's never been one that's been like, I have a channel, come check out my channel. I kind of stumbled upon it, and then I felt like a horrible person that I didn't realize he had a channel. So he did a collab recently with another channel, and I was like, oh, I want to do a collab with you. And so I was very excited that he was willing to do a collab with me. So yeah, I will link his video and his channel down below. So definitely check out the look he did with his sign, because he's not a Scorpio. So I want to say he's a Capricorn, but I could be wrong. So don't quote me on that. I don't remember. He has told me what his sign is, but I don't remember. I apologize. I forgot. My brain's been a little scattered. But yeah, I ended up using, this is going to be a long intro. I apologize. The Venus XL with a little bit of the ColourPop Dream Street. That's the shimmer. But this has a lot of plums in it, so we're using the plums in this palette. I decided to go with this instead of Blood Sugar because that also has plums. But yeah, so if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Again, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you go subscribe to Adrien's channel. And yeah, we're gonna get into the look right now.